This is JBN Dr. Brajraj Singh Chauhan, Associate Professor, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur, Department of FEM. Course is Multivariate Calculus and Vector Differentiation, and session of today is Convergence of Improper Integral. So in the above article, we have defined the value of improper integral as a limit of the integral if this limit is definite finite number, then the given integral is said to be convergent, and the value of the limit is equal to the value of the integral. If the limit is equal to the infinite to minus infinite, then the integral is called the divergent, and we say that the value of integral does not exist. The limit is neither plus infinite, minus infinite, nor a definite finite number, then the given integral is not convergent, and we say that the given integral is oscillatory. Now we define the convergence of function a to infinite fx dx. So definition is the infinite integral 0 to infinite fx dx is said to be converge to the value I when corresponding to an arbitrary chosen positive number epsilon, however small, there exists a corresponding positive number m such that fx integration a to x1 fx dx minus L in absolute bracket less than epsilon for all x1 greater than or equal to m. This is the definition of convergence of improper integral. Here some example is given. In this regard, we have to find the whether it is convergent or not. First function is e to the power minus x dx, or lower limit to upper limit is 0 to infinite. So after integration, taking the limit extending to infinite 0 to x e to the power minus x dx, and after integration it become 1 minus e to the power minus x, limit extending to infinite, and putting the limit in this we get the value 1. Thus the limit exist is the finite and unique, hence the integral is convergent. If integral is having the finite value, then the integral is convergent, otherwise it is divergent. Another problem is 0 to infinite e to the power 3x dx, limit extending to infinite 0 to x e to the power 3x dx, integrating e to the power 3x, it gives 1 upon 3 e to the power 3x minus 1, and limit extending to infinite, and putting the limit in the expression, it gives the infinite. The limit does not exist finitely, and hence the given integral is divergent. If the value of integral is infinite, then such type of integral is called the divergent. Otherwise, if it gives the finite number, then it is convergent. Another problem, third one, is 0 to infinite cos x dx. Here limit extending to infinite and limit change 0 to x cos x dx. Limit extending to infinite, and after integration cos gives the sin x, or x tending to infinite. So sin, the value of sin is always in between plus 1 to minus 1. Therefore the limit is not unique, it is changing, hence the given integral is oscillating. Another example, minus infinite to 0 e to the power 2x dx, limit extending to minus infinite 0 to x to 0 e to the power dx, finding the integration and putting the limit, it gives the value of 1 by 2. this is the unique or finite. Value is unique and finite. Then it is then this integral is the converge. Integral converge. Fifth problem, minus infinite to 0 e to the power minus 4x dx, limit x tending to minus infinite x to 0 e to the power minus 4x dx, and after integrating it gives e to the power minus 4x upon minus 4, lower limit x and upper limit 0, and again putting the limit in this, it gives the value infinite. Here value is infinite, so given integral is the divergent. Next problem, minus infinite to 0 cos hyperbolic x dx, limit x tending to minus infinite 1 by 2 e to the power x plus e to the power minus x, integrating and putting the limit, it gives the value infinite. If value is infinite, then integration is divergent. This integration is divergent. Again, sin hyperbolic x minus infinite to 0, putting the value and integrating. After integrating and putting the value of limit, it gives minus infinite, again divergent. So integral is divergent. Next, eighth problem, minus infinite to infinite e to the power minus x dx. This is split into the two term, minus infinite to 0 and 0 to infinite, and then the value will be infinite plus 1, again infinite, so function is divergent. Next, minus infinite to plus infinite 2 upon x square plus 4, split into two parts, 2 upon x square plus 4, minus infinite to 0 and 0 to infinite. Limit is divided into the two part. So after integration, it gives a tan inverse x by 2, again tan inverse x by 2, putting the upper limit and lower limit, and after addition the value is pi. Pi is the finite and unique value, hence this integral is the convergent. So I hope you all are satisfied with this session. If you have any query, please mention in comment box. I will resolve it very soon. Thank you very much. See you.